Hey, what's up, everybody? This is riskTrader here, and I'm doing another live session just to really cover some crucial territory, especially for those users of the Gator, Scalper, or any other strategy you guys might be using. Um, we're going to be calculating leverage, position size, and PNL, which is profit and loss. And this is really the proper way that you're supposed to handle your risk, okay, and your reward factors and ratios and stuff like that. I know you know what I'm talking about. I just have a way of just giving over a lot of details, but I'm trying to get to the crucial stuff. That's really what I'm doing. So I think I put this on regular candles. Let's see what happens. It looks kind of the same. Put this on. So what we're doing here, I've been trading with this the Gator Scalper, and I have $10. I have sub accounts inside of one main account with derivative. You can have as many sub accounts as you like, and you can transfer money between them instantaneously. So it's tremendous help. So you got multiple accounts trading at one time. Each one can have their own API, and I pretty right now that's what I'm doing, and I'm just like figuring it all out. So I noticed one thing. Of course, when you're figuring out stuff, doing drills and everything, you want to start off with a modest value. So I'll put $10 in, minimum amount that you can trade with is $10, which is one contract. One derivative contract is $10. Okay, how much big is that? That's a good question, right? So I found myself wondering that question a lot. So I decided to go ahead and pull out the old Excel document. So head up over there real fast. Switch the scene. And I went to town on this. Before I talk about this, the current price of Bitcoin is 38881. Okay, and you see I've got 50 times leverage here, and I got all this good stuff going on for us. Before I talk about that, let's talk about what derivative gives us right off the bat, which is free, say, profit and loss calculator. All right, this profit and loss calculator, you can go long, you can click it, it'll go short, and that's pretty much all you can do with it. And derivative, only type of leverage that they allow you to trade with is with cross leverage. Cross leverage is just a tricky way of saying whatever your balance is will let you get 100 times that, up to 100 times whatever your balance is. Okay, so you put $10 on there. Okay, and I can trade with 100 of these contracts. Okay, all right. Now I got $10 on there. I trade with 100 of these contracts, and the price moves. I enter a position, a long position, at 3,800. Okay, I got 100 contracts. That's $10 each. That's about $1,000 contract. All right, so it moves up $30. I make $7.89. I'm happy. What did I do? This calculator isn't really telling you too much. It's not giving you any percentages. It's not telling you, certain things that as a trader you might want to cover. All right, so what I did was I noticed, hey, you know what? I'm getting these small trades often because I'm scalping. I wanted to calculate what happened if I used more money, and I wanted to see how much more money I would make just by increasing the contracts up to say like let's say 1,000. Okay, well, it went up to $78. I said, oh, okay. Bitcoin was making some good moves. You know, it was making some $30 moves. It was doing that fairly frequently. So I thought, we could generate some income with this. So I put some more money in this to see how much. What if I put, let's say, 2,000 contracts in there? Okay. I said, oh, okay, it's pretty decent. 157. So I thought about it like this. I said, okay, let's just do 5,000 contracts. Sorry, 5,000. I said, oh, okay, $400 a trade. I was like, okay. Now we know 5,000 contracts is a result of leverage, okay? And 5,000 contracts is 10 times 5. It's also $50,000 that, you know, you gotta look at. So, oh, okay, maybe I gotta put $1,000 in, and that's pretty much what it is. All right, so let's skip over some of this stuff and head right to the Excel document. Now, noticing this 50 times leverage thing, right? I was like, you know what, can you trade with this? I've actually been trading with this. I'm doing pretty solid. It's a scalping strategy. Okay, so prices should rarely have a chance to get away from you. You should never allow it to get away from you. If you're scalping, that's kind of like the whole purpose of scalping is to get in and out really quickly. Now this is a 12-minute scalp. 12-minute scalp. Now this is one of the slowest scalping strategies you've ever heard of because I created it my damn self. But it works, especially when you got a bot telling you which way to go. Okay, so let's back on topic. We wanted to see what the percentages were, me personally, and some of my team members. So I have a long position on right now. Let's go look at it. Where's that? Got 55 contracts, right? This is a result of having $10 in the account, right? Now, the average entry price was 3,888. Okay. The liquidation price, the estimated liquidation price is 3,833. Okay. For something that's like 50 times leverage. You gotta think about that. Well, how far away is that? Exactly. Well, pull a calculator out and figure it out right now. Definitely going to the position. Assuming position. Move this out. Alright, so move this out. Look at this. I say, okay, let me go ahead and press. I'm trying to calculate what I got missing here. I got the estimated liquidation price missing. I want to know the difference between the entry and the estimated liquidation price. My entry was 3,888. Oh God, look how that looks. Crazy. All right, this is 3,888. I don't know what happened here. Google searched up something. You're great, Google. Appreciate it. So let's do this again. 3,888. All right, cool. Then over here we're gonna go estimated liquidation price, which was 3,833. I'm looking at that like that's mighty close. That's mighty close. And all I gotta do now is go do a little Excel document formulae, right, and then do biggest number minus the smallest number, right, and then enter. And this is $55 away, all right, before you get to become bankrupt your sub account, okay, and then deposit more money into it. It's gonna be fun. So here we go. Now that we know what type of liquidation you're looking at, and we're also, we're getting a little more accustomed and familiar with looking at contracts on Derivative as $10 contracts. But what could be throwing a lot of things off is the leverage, account size, available balance. How do you multiply your available balance and come up with this leverage? Also, when you're using AlertsTrader, the way that you multiply your available balance is just with percentages. 200%, 300%, 500% would be 5 times leverage. Okay, so when you see something like 5,000% precision, a position at 5,000%, that's half of 100 times leverage. Okay, 100 times leverage is 10,000%. All right, got that covered. Now, here is the long run we entered, and here is the 1% move I'm looking forward to. Just a balance of $10. You saw what you could make. I mean, we're at 50 times leverage, so I'll do a quick review of that. Yes. That's the way to look at this. It's not really anything to be worried about. Okay. I think I did a good explanation of what this is doing. I'll go grab that derivative calculator again because it's interesting when you look at it. If you really take a real hard look at what's going on, let's say we entered at 3,800 and we trade up to 3,030. Okay, we're long. I'm sorry. Entry price. Oh, contracts. So my contracts have to be 50. Let's just say 55. All right, boom. This $30 move is giving us $4.34. Okay, so when I see that in Bitcoin, normally I say, oh, I'm gonna keep this position on. Well, that's kind of bad because people that are really out there scalping the same charts that you're scalping and watching, their position size is something real anal, something that's gonna hurt your psyche if you don't have it. So it's like 8,000 contracts. Okay, let's look at that. 8,000 is nothing. Put 10,000 right now. Now those same $4 rewards that you got turn into $789. Just because you got 10,000 contracts on. You went from $4. You went from having 55 contracts. 55 contracts, all right? And $4.34 rewards from a price of movement of $30 up. We know Bitcoin moves $30 up and down quite often. But when you trade successfully, right there, I gotta reward myself. So what do? You gotta go get 10,000 contracts on there and get paid, and that's what you're looking at now. So they're taking their profits at $789. Trust me, they're taking $789. Now, according to your pocketbook, right, this is analogous to everyone that trades and not a billionaire. Okay, boom, you got your 55 contracts on there, and you see your $4 right there. Remember, all you did was change the number of contracts. You didn't change anything else. So that percentage based on is directly proportional to the size of your account or your balance. Okay, you have to understand those are the same moves one's just being taken and the other one turns into a loss because you didn't think it was worth taking. But you have to put your proportions together. Your balance isn't as good as other guys, so you tend to leave your money in there until it turns against you. Right? You tend to not take it off because you're trying to get it and wait and be patient for it to turn into pretty much what's going on. So, alright, that being said, I wonder what else I have to talk about besides the strategy I'm using and the results I'm getting consistently. So, it doesn't have rules, it's just wow. So anyway, I don't know one thing. Hide this strategy tester, and I'm long right here, mind you, and I've been looking at price just touching, trying to go that way. Are you really gonna go that way? I don't think so. Not until my bot telling me otherwise. Alright. Alright. Let's head back over here. Let's see. Now, a 1% move. That turned out to be a 1% move. How did I figure that out? Because I went and I got myself an Excel document together to actually spell out this stuff to my fragile, unmathematical, like clumsy with mathematical mind. Come on, I don't know how to put it, but you know